Hello guys, we're here with episode 6 of the Anna VOD Review series. I'm going to be reviewing Bravely Default's VOD. He says, in his first post, he says, yeah, I played a little more aggressively because it's quick play, and I don't DPS as much in competitive. And he provides a competitive match here and asks if I'll take a look at it, so let's get right into it. He's a high gold player, trying to break into plat it seems, and he's on Route 66, so let's go.
Discord, yeah.
3, 2, 1. Attack commencing. Escort the payload.
I see you're on console, so I'm not going to go on about your aim quite well.
You're going to be okay.
Watch out, he's coming for you.
I'll tell you right away that you can't really predict your Ryan charging in like that, but it's better to come out on the right door. I think it's better to come out on the right door usually, or the middle door, because you can get into that little this train here, and if he does do a ridiculous charge like he did, you can possibly save him. You've got a sightline to at least, you know, do some damage and build your ult, or heal him and get some ult charge. Instead, it's kind of it's not a bad position. It's just you could be in a little bit better position to begin with, just to build your ult a little bit quicker. So Ryan goes down. You should be playing pretty safe, which you are. Trying to get some time on the payload. McCree's on the right, so you should be aware of that and backing up a little bit to the left. There Anna goes down, so you should definitely be trying to go in. Nice sleeped out. Try and grenade him while he slept, so you guarantee that grenade. Basically, if he's gonna be woken up, or you're gonna wake him up yourself, there's not really any point in not grenading him. If you're gonna, that's your target. You want to kill him. You slept, Ryan. Just grenade him on the floor, because I'm not sure if you fumbled around or you just didn't think of doing it in time. But now he's not grenaded, it's going to be a lot harder to kill him, and that could delay your push a bit. So let's have a look. You can see if he was grenaded now, Mercy won't be able to heal him. And because he's full HP, he's able to charge your Ryan. Really nice healing. Really nice. Maybe a little bit. You don't really need to grenade there, just hold your fire. Nice sleeped out, but slightly quicker would have definitely saved you. And if you didn't waste your grenade earlier, you could maybe grenade yourself and then slept him. Might have saved you. And I'd probably be behind Ryan as well. So it's the same old, isn't it? It's just using abilities kind of. I've actually been quite impressed with the abilities so far. Using them fairly well. Sleep in the Bastion, sleep in the Ryan. Just be a little bit faster on grenading him and staying behind the shield as well. And make sure you never waste any abilities like that, because it can affect your game. Even though you waste one ability, it just causes you to die. And now this is 20 seconds where your team has no healing. They're reliant on a Lucio, I think, and a payload. So if the enemy team realize that, it can maybe capitalize on it. So you see McCree, can you get sleeped out on him?
Get him. Alright, nice.
That's a. I wouldn't really be using grenade there. There's no threat. Everyone's dead. No point using. And now you can't grenade Reinhardt. So let me give you an example of what I'd do here. I'd pretend I have grenade up, and I'd grenade the wall above him here. So you see, you can't hit him on the shield because it won't go through. So a little trick I like to use is I like to grenade above him on terrain, and the splash damage will hit Ryan if you grenade it just up here. So you aim your crosshair about there, and it will arc over, explode on the wall behind him, and it will anti-heal him. And that's a nice trick I like to use. So this Ryan could delay you quite a bit. I'm not sure what he's doing. This is a horrific play from there, Ryan. But you could definitely take him out a little bit quicker. And it's a nice tip. When people are pushing through chokes, let's say, let me give you an example. Let's say they push through Hanamura choke on first point, yeah? So the attackers are pushing through Hanamura first point. They get through the gate, and you can grenade the Reinhardt by hitting the gate above him, and that just takes the entire enemy team out. Half of them will be anti-healed. The Ryan on your team could charge in and do a lot of damage. So you should be looking to abuse the fact that Ryan has a static shield. Try and put it above him. So let's say Ryan is up there. Let's say like let me show you the next place where you find Ryan, and I'll show you. No, Anna on the right. Definitely should be calling it out and trying to sleep her.
Come at it.
So, here by the way, there's no terrain, so you just put it to the side, maybe like back here, or to his right, so you get to a diagonal on them, and you try and put it behind his shield, and I'll explode on the terrain behind him and get him, and bypass the shield. So, enough about that. You know Anna's on the right. You should probably be calling her out and/or trying to sleep her, and just trying to get a pick on that easy target. The Heinen's going down, so you want to be behind cover, which you are.
Oh shit, he's up top.
I like it, but to make it a little bit more efficient, excuse me, what you should be doing is, right, you're safe here. There's a little area down here where there's like a door. If you go into it, you're safe, but you can still heal. That's the big point. You want to be constantly able to heal.
Oh shit, he's up
If you're
top.
here, you can't heal your Rhine, so you want to just move around to the right a little bit. Still perfectly safe, absolutely safe, but you're able to get that sight line on Rhine. Yeah, and then you push forward, and if you were in this little area here, you wouldn't have been hit. Because you put yourself into danger, you can, yeah, you put yourself into danger, you get Rhine altered. But if you put yourself into a position where you can't get Rhine altered, but can still heal with your Rhine, it's just more efficient.
Oh, Bastion's behind us.
And you get flanked by Bastion. Maybe a little bit more awareness, just check to the left, check behind you.
There's Bastion behind us, yeah.
Be aware where their enemies are.
I'm not ready to hang it up. My ultimate is
Good
almost.
news, we all
Okay,
died
so you have
together,
nano
so we
boost.
just go back in this one.
We're going to analyze the team when you next press tab. Actually, I'll go back a little bit.
Is almost. Hang it up. My ultimate is.
Oh god, there we go.
My ultimate.
So, on this team, I'd nano boost Soldier. And you've got to be very aware of what their team is. So, Anna Mercy, you've got to take out Mercy. You have to take out Bastion. Who's keeping Bastion alive? There's Mercy and Anna. So you have to take out Mercy, Bastion, and Anna. And the rest of them will fall. Of course, you've got to take a Rhine at some point as well. But you've got to figure out, how am I going to do that? They have a Rhine protecting Bastion. They have 2 hit scan characters you can protect. And be a lot of long range damage. And they've got an Anna and a Mercy. So you're going to assume they're going to be staying quite far back. So you want to be pushing the payload up, forcing them to get out of their position and come down to you. Try and close the distance. So your Rhine can go huge. You can get Zarya in range for damage. Your Tracer can harass the back line. So you might even want to ult Rhine if he's not under pressure by Bastion. And then Lucio can speed us in and you can do a lot of close range damage and close the
We all
distance.
died together, so we just...
Let's skip forward a bit.
Bastion's up top on the bridge.
So you're a Tracer down, probably sleep Rhine here. Or reserve it for Bastion. Yeah, you just push forward a little bit too much now. Now your team's kind of staggering again and dying.
Damn, she's a killer ass.
If you're not looking to sleep someone, you shouldn't really be up that far. You should be either sleeping Rhine and killing him, which allows you to... basically, if you've got to reserve your sleep now for someone, which in this case is Bastion, there's 2 ways of killing him. You either sleep Bastion and kill him, or you sleep the person protecting Bastion, kill the person protecting Bastion, and then just focus on Bastion with Tracer and, you know, just shooting him with Anna grenade. Because what you're doing is, by killing Rhine, the Bastion is forced to reposition.
I have your back.
Oh, I like this aim. Nice. Nice saving Soldier. Good job. I said I wasn't going to talk about the aim because I don't know how to aim on console, but I'm quite impressed so far. For that grenade, I would have just taken it slower, and I'll show you exactly where I would have put it. Right, low teammate, enemy, and a teammate. I'd put it right in the middle here, because we go on a little checklist, which you might see in a previous video if I've uploaded it. And one of the little key points I say on Anna is try and hit more than one person with your grenade. Your grenade can heal and damage, so you want to be definitely hitting as many people as possible with it at all times. So you got to think, in this situation, how can I get the most value out of my grenade? Is it grenading just Soldier by putting it on the wall behind him, or is it grenading everyone in this situation? Because there's no point not grenading them. Like, I mean, if you had a choice between grenading Soldier and your Soldier, or all of them, I mean, you obviously pick the person, you obviously pick the grenade which has the most impact. So take your time. Maybe try and get a quick hip fire shot on her to make sure she doesn't die right away, and grenade the middle of the group. It damages him, anti-heals him, heals your soldier, heals your Zarya who might be able to get out. But because you put kind of like a... It doesn't really matter in the end. I might do. You missing quite many shots though. There we go. It could have mattered there. If Zarya went down, this push would be a lot harder. Tracer goes huge though and gets a big pulse wall on both of the spots. Should we sleep in that Ryan? When he charges, if you can. Should definitely be looking to sleep Reinhardt when he charges. He's moving in a linear... Whenever he charges, basically, and he doesn't have a Zarya shield with him, he's moving in a linear pattern. You can predict his movement. It's very predictable. He's moving at a same speed, so you know he's going to go from there to there if he's charging. You know exactly what speed he's going to go at. You know he's going to charge in that area. You know he can't veer off at any point, so you can line it up and hit the sleeve dot perfectly, save your teammate, and the easiest whip of your life. But I'm quite impressed so far. Really bad soldier drop for them. Just make sure you're staying safe. But you also must be healing your team. That's another opportunity where Zarya could have gone down. So what you should be doing is, when you... So you hit soldier off. Where is that? It's above me. I can just stay behind the payload. And if he jumps down, I can grenade myself, I can sleep in, I can walk behind the payload on the opposite side. By running in kind of like selfishly, you're leaving your teammate to die, when you could just stay in a safer place, or even back up facing your teammate so she doesn't die. Because look, she gets super low here, one shot. You do save her, but it is a possibility that she could have died there.
There's a McCree up top.
So McCree up top, I'd probably be a lot further back. After realizing there's no more soldier roll, I'd be a lot further back. Try to sleep that right? Nice, what a sleep dart. You see how it completely denies the enemy? Look at that, that was fucking wonderful, man. Do you see how it completely, like, their entire play just got sabotaged? So he hits a beautiful Earth Shatter on three of them. You're way too far up. You should be like, back here, here, here. Maybe even back here if you're feeling a bit passive. Now, look at this. Nano boosted Ryan, fucking wonderful sleep. It just sabotages the entire play. That's two ultimates that have completely gone from the enemy fight. You can stagger the enemy team now, you can snowball into last point. That's three ultimates because Sebastian ulted.
He's up top.
Really good play, keeping the payload moving. Beautiful play. Realizing you don't need to go back and help, you can just push the payload.
He's
Really good play.
I'm trying to move this past the thing.
Okay, a nice sleep up. Oh no, just a bit of mechanical issues there.
Anna's on the plane.
Okay. I can tell you exactly where you went wrong there, and I do it as well, so don't be upset. You saw the threat, you identified it, you missed, but then you focused on it so much that you forgot about the people coming behind. And basically what it is scoped in, you stayed hard scoped, you didn't like check behind you or anything. You scoped in and focused on shooting, Bastion, they've got to kill him. Oh shit, there's a Rhino and Anna out of nowhere, and you're dead. You've just got to be really aware of the people in front of you, behind you, your teammates. Is there a Pharaoh in the air who's low? Is there a Reinhardt below?
Anna's on the
So while you're doing damage to Bastion, oh, out of nowhere, Anna's coming to the left, Ryan's to the right, and you're fucked. So this is why I say new Annas or Annas who are trying to rank up, play a little bit further back, or even a lot further back, because it limits the amount of times where you get flanked, or you have the opportunity to get flanked. When you're this far up pushing the payload, I know you're meant to be here because you did a really good play pushing the payload instead of going back. As soon as you push that payload, you got back up, reset, get 6 people, and then push. When you're this far up, and there's an enemy behind you, you got keep turning back and forth, and your aim goes off because you have to flick shot, and then you know you get panicked, and yeah, you go down to an Anna Ryan combo. Not a lot you can do about that, apart from just working on your positioning and awareness. And to work on your awareness, I'd just say try and hit 5 there. You could have killed Bastion with just hit 5 there.
The bubble saved my life,
And obviously, if you're hip firing, look at the vision you've got. You're not slowed, you've got incredible vision. You can see everything. If you're scoped, you're going to see little portion of the screen, little triangle in the screen, and you've slowed down tremendously. So, hip fire is the way to go most of the time. Beautiful grenade, but again, a lack of awareness.
Bastion's up top.
A real lack of awareness because there's a Bastion set behind you.
It's the fucking armor. Why does he have to have armor on top of that?
So, you identified him?
This
I hope.
is much better
You know how are you gonna
We
deal
got
with
a
him?
soldier and bastion behind us, so
You're not dealing with him. Okay, nice. Sleep dart on him. Beautiful sleep dart. Definitely should be calling it, and maybe even shooting and grenading him.
Behind us as well.
You forgot about him, and now you're fucked. Oh no! Whole song says if you're gonna leave him, it has to be called out. You have to put yourself in a safe spot. You have to. If you're gonna sleep him and leave him behind you, your team has to know about it, or you have to do something because of it. If you leave him behind you and he ults and he doesn't die to a pulse bomb from Tracer, I mean you are wiped here. You've got to take him out. If you sleep him, you can walk up to him, shoot, grenade, shoot, melee, and I think that's 80, 160. Yeah, that one shots him. Yeah, 2 shots do 160 and grenade 60. Brilliant, nice. No use for nano boost this game.
they just
Yeah, I actually didn't see a point where you could have obviously nano boosted. Maybe a little bit earlier, just before the push, just in case. Maybe like. So you heal him, Ryan. Nice. Kind of work on your grenade a little bit, arc it up a little bit more. And here I'd ult Ryan, or maybe even before that, just to make sure he doesn't die. But absolutely fine. Not a mistake by any means. There was no obvious point to ult. Apart from that, I'm quite impressed. I'm really impressed actually. You are playing definitely better than your rank, I think. You just got to work on your consistency issues, because you're doing good shit. You've got to work on your aim a bit, but I don't know how to fix it on console. You've got to work on your awareness and positioning, and by working on your awareness, it will automatically dictate where you position. So if you know you're aware of a tracer who's flanking to your left, like if you're aware of a tracer who's flanking from left here, that's going to dictate where you position. As a tracer to my left, I'm going to pack it up a little bit so I can have a sight on her. So, you know, just think about that when you're playing. And I'll do one more thing, which is when you're scoped in here, you can't see anything to the left. And when you're hip firing from here, you can see, look at the distance you can see from here. Before you could only see up to here. Now you can see this entire area, and up here as well. But when you're scoped in, flank area can go from there, flank area, Farah can fly up and kill you, someone can run from the right. I will say that, I know it's not your fault because you're reliant on where your team positions. You should be holding usually on the garage, in most cases.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
Barrier is on its way.
I'm looking at position, you should notice the Farah and try and take it down right away. You're a big counter to Farah. Not sure how hard it is to hit her on console, but if you can even tag her once, it's enough to deter her and make her fly down, which makes her less of a threat. Maybe should work on a grenade a little bit. Aim up a little bit more than what you're doing, because you're kind of undershooting it, and it gets your Zai killed. Nice, good shot. Now, it's important to note that if you're going for that kill on Farah, you have to get that kill. You can't sacrifice your teammates to get that kill, unless you know you're going to hit that shot. The only reason I do it in scrims and stuff like that, you might see one of my VODs where I like risk my teammate dying to kill a Farah. The only reason I do that is because I'm 100% confident I can kill that Farah, no matter what.
I got my teleporter.
One more thing is, you don't need to be scoping in as much. Work on your hip fire. Just try and hip fire. You can stay moving. And in fact, you don't even need to move in this position. Just take it slow. No enemies around. Stand still. Aim, hip fire. You can move around. By scoping in, you're slowed down. You're intent on healing them. There's no real variation. And look, you've been flanked because of your lack of awareness. Because you've been focused so much on scope healing that you have no movement or awareness because you hip fire. In hip firing, you can move around quicker. You have a lot more vision. I'll give you one more tip, which is try not to use random sleep darts. If you're 3 down, or 2 teammates down, and there's flankers on your back line, don't chuck out a random sleep dart. I mean, what's that sleep going to do? You're going to sleep D.Va on payload and she'll unsleep here, but she's already pushed a payload, and you're never going to contest her, so it's pointless. All it does is put it on corner. Now if your Rhine gets pushed, that's when you have the sleep dart, so you can defend yourself or your teammates. So there is a Bastion. How are we going to deal with it? Genji goes down. Good healing. Try and do it in hipfire. Look how slow you are, because you're in scoped only. Look at the lack of movement and awareness you've got because you're scoped. So I'll try and follow up on that Rhino by just pushing forward. Nice. Good sleeper. Nah, there's no point. Not gonna go over the same points, but that grenade needs to work. Just practice it in practice range for a bit.
I have your back.
Okay. I'm sort of. I think you can be in a slightly better position, which is just further back on the health back. Or if you're scared about Farah, you could be on the bridge above you. Up here, it's like behind you and above you. That could be a slightly better position, because you can always drop down if you need to. But if you're on the high ground, you'll just have a better range of vision. You can see higher, and you can also see lower. So watch out for the D-roll. Wow. I'm going to figure out where that went, because I was sure you're going to run to the right. No? Okay, so the D-roll's coming over. Why are you not just running in? Go on. You panic, yeah, you panic and run kind of like around. You should see what's going on. Arcing down. And the most it can land is like here. If you're up here, it's impossible to get hit, you know. Just think about, oh, it's coming in. It's on the descent as it's coming in. So you just walk around calmly, walk up here. Because you panicked and kind of, you know, you got really panicked and kind of looking for someone to get behind, and you died. There are opportunities where the enemy could punish you, you know. Every time you die, it's like 15-10 seconds where you can't heal anyone. Your team is at a very big disadvantage. Farah's on you? Yeah, you see how you scoped in as you hit the easy direct? You'll be moving and trying to hip fire in that position. Especially when you're that low. If you're 100 HP, and you remember her rockets do 120, you want to be making sure you definitely have a lot of movement in that position. You have the chance to move around quickly and just hit fire it to death or try and get to cover.
60 seconds remaining.
Nice shots on Widow. Putting her under pressure.
There's a fail coming from the right side.
Try and get a heal on that Tracer if you can. There's a Farah coming in. You have to reserve that sleep dart for. I'm not sure if they still have a Bastion, but you should reserve that sleep dart for the Farah rocket barrage. Or the Mercy. So she can resurrect, of course. So you could grenade that D.Va there and just get an easy kick, maybe. But it's not bad to save it. Yeah. Because now you can use it on yourself, that's fine.
Got him.
Maybe ult soldier here. Nah, there's not really a point. Okay, you do ult him in the end. You do miss a grenade as well. That ult's fine. It's kind of slightly unnecessary, but with 10 seconds left, it's not a big deal. So that defense is not really, you know. I can't really talk a lot about that defense because they literally didn't even push around the corner. I'd say on the attack there was definitely good things I saw. Solid aim, knowledge of sort of what you're meant to be doing, healing that Rhine up, staying in a position where you can be safe. But some little things I want to work on is try and maximize use of grenade, which we saw. Where is it here? Try and work on that grenade and get it to the point where you can hit every grenade perfectly. You know the arc of it beautifully. You can hit every grenade. You can hit fucking a Farah flying mid-air over a grenade. Try and maximize use of that grenade by hitting as many people as possible. Get the most value out of that grenade as you can. Second thing is, if we go back to the Rhino, if I can find it.
These people where you can come at him.
Be aware of the checklist, which I gave to some other guy. I think it's AJ Dragon. That's okay. Beware of the Ana checklist. Number 1 is staying alive, yeah? You're in a very safe position here. Number 1B is keeping your main tank alive. By running like this, you're alive, yeah, sure, but you can't keep your main tank alive if he's under any pressure. So to remedy that, you just push all a bit. If you're scared of getting high nooned, I've said it before, just go around and go into a little area where you can't be hit by high noon, but you have a sight line online, yeah?
Top, he's up top.
Third thing I'd work on is your awareness and trying to scope in a lot less. So here's an example.
He's going.
Watch out for Bastion, he's
So
I'm trying to move this past.
you forgot about the enemies spawning. So what happened was you were playing around, you know. There's a Bastion behind. You're so focused on killing that Bastion as a threat, and you get flanked by, you know, half their team. You will just have a little bit more awareness. Whenever you take a shot or two, check behind you, check to your left. Is there anyone coming? Yes, no, is there? Then you keep going. If there is, oh shit, I've got to refill my position. Can I keep shooting? Do I need to back up? Should I be playing a little bit further back so I have that chance to check even quicker? But apart from that, I'm quite happy with this, so you should be quite happy with this game. Yeah, I would say work on your aim, obviously. I would say work on your grenades, work on your awareness, and try and work on hip firing more. Get used to just using hip fire a lot more than you use your scope. That should be used like anywhere from like 70% of the time upwards, maybe even more. But I hope that was helpful. Sorry if it's a little bit what's the word I'm looking for? Sorry if it was a little bit short or bloated, but I've got about 5 or 6 VOD reviews to go through today, so I hope you found that interesting and helpful. And yeah, please drop a like or subscribe on my channel. And I'll see you guys next time on episode 7.